Hello everyone, and this is basically Devbrata here. So welcome to all of you to our channel Schrödinger Cat. So today we discuss that the JEE Advanced 2024 paper conducted by IIT Madras of both physics and mathematics. Okay. So for going first to problem discussion session, that the exam pattern of the JEE Advance. In the JEE Advance, that the total number of questions, JEE Advance, the total number of questions are 34 and the weightage is 100. So there are two parts. So first one is paper 1. Paper 1. Next is paper 2. In paper 1, there are 17 questions. Weightage 50 marks. And in paper 2, 17 questions, 50 marks. So total number of questions 34, weightage 100. Okay. We now discuss the physics and the mathematics. First one, JEE Advanced 2024, conducted by IIT Madras, paper 1, mathematics, section 1. Maximum marks is 12. The section contains 4 questions. Okay. And only one is correct. Basically, this is the MCQ section. MCQ part. So the number 1 question. Question number 1. Let fx be a continuously differentiable function on the interval 0 infinity such that f1 is 2 and the limit t tends to x, t to the power 10 fx minus x to the power 10 ft by t to the power 9 minus x to the power 9 is equal to 1. For each x greater than 0, then for all x greater than 0, fx is equal to what? You first read out the question carefully and try to solve by yourself and give me the answer by commenting. This is the feedback. And next, you just look upon my board for the solution. Let's try yourself. Question carefully. So here, the solution is given that, first of all, the solution that the limit t tends to x, fx, t to the power 10 minus x to the power 10 ft divided by t to the power 9 minus x to the power 9, this is equal to 1. Okay. Now use the L'Hospital rule. This is the L'Hospital rule is basically for the 0 by 0 form, infinity by infinity form, 0 to the power 0, infinity to the power infinity, 0 cross 0, infinity cross infinity. Here, at x equal to 0, this is the 0 by 0 form, that the L'Hospital rule tells that differentiate with the numerator and the denominator both. Now apply, it would get that this is equal to limit t tends to x, fx as it is 10 t to the power 9 minus x to the power 10. This is the f dash t, differentiation of ft, f dash t, and the differentiation with the denominator 9 t to the power 8. This is equal to 1. Okay. Now that this implies that or fx into 10x to the power 9 minus x to the power 10 f dash x divided by 9x to the power 8, this is equal to 1. That imply the x square f dash x minus 10x fx, this is equal to minus 9. That implies that f dash x minus 10 by x fx, this is equal to minus 9 by x square. Okay. So this is a differential equation, ordinary differential equation. This is basically the linear. So the integrating factor if, that is the e to the power integration minus 10 by x dx, this will become 1 by x to the power 10. Okay. Now solve. Simple. Or fx by x to the power 10, this is equal to integration minus 9 by x square into 1 by x to the power 10 into integrating factor into dx. Okay. So it will become, implies that fx divided by x to the power 10 is equal to 9 divided by 11 x to the power 11 plus c, integrating constant. Now put x equal to 1 or f1 what? 2. That means 2 equal to 9 by 11 plus c, or you will get the constant value 13 by 11. So the function would become fx 9 by 11x plus 13 by 11 into x to the power 10. This will be the function. So here option B is the correct. 9 by 11x plus 13 by 11 into x to the power 10. Option B is the correct. Okay. Next. Question number 2. A student appears for a quiz consisting of only true false type question and the answer all the question. The student knows the answer of some question and guesses the answer for the remaining question. Whenever the student knows the answer of the question, he gives the correct answer. Assume that the probability of the student giving the correct answer for a question given that he has guessed is half. Also assume that the probability of the answer for a question being guessed given that the student answer is correct, that is the 1 by 6. Then the probability that the student knows the answer of the randomly chosen question is what? Try yourself and feedback me the answer. Simple. You have to use the Bayes theory. Okay. Consider A student answer is correct. A student answer is correct. And the E1, that means he knows the answer. And the E2, that means he guessed the answer. Guesses. Okay. So here it is given that probability of A by E2, this is half given. So probability of A by E1, it will become 1. Let the probability of E1, that is the 1 minus x, that means P of E2 is x, probability of guess the answer. Okay. Now, given given that the probability of guess the answer, that means P of E2 by A, probability of guess the answer, this is given 1 by 6. Okay, that means put this value by the Bayes theorem. P of E2 into P of A by E2 divided by P of E1, P of A by E1 plus P of E2, P of A by E2. Put this value. Or this is 1 by 6 equal to x into half divided by 1 minus x into 1 plus x into half. This will become x by 2 minus x. So calculating, you will get the value of the x 2 by 7. 2 by 7. So the probability of the required 1 minus 2 by 7. That means 5 by 7. 5 by 7 would be the correct answers. Option C be the correct. 5 by 7. Next, question number 3. Let pi by 2 less than x less than pi be such that the cot x is minus 5 by root 11. Then you have to find sin 11x by 2 into sin 6x minus cos 6x plus cos 11x by 2 into sin 6x plus cos 6x is equal to what? Simple tricky question. Okay. Solve yourself and give me the answers. Or 11 is going to be sin 6x plus cos 6x is equal to what? Here it is given that the cot x is minus 5 by root 11. For x belongs to pi by 2 pi. This is given. That means the value of the cos x would be minus 5 by 6. Or the sin of x by 2, this will become by the triangle law, root 11 by 2 roots. And the cos x by 2 would become cos x by 2. That 1 by 2 roots. Now, you have to find, therefore, sine of 11x by 2 into sine 6x minus cos 6x plus cos of 11x by 2 into sine 6x plus cosine of 6x. Put this value. This will become cosine of x by 2 plus sine of x by 2. Put this value. You will get root 11 plus 1 divided by 2 roots. That means option B is correct. Root 11 plus 1 by 2 roots. Next question. Question number 4. Consider the ellipse x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equal to 1. Let S PQ be a point in the first quadrant such that the p square by 9 plus q square by 4 greater than 1. Two tangents are drawn from S to the ellipse, of which one meets the ellipse at one end point of the minor axis and the other meet the ellipse at point T in the fourth quadrant. Let R be the vertex of the ellipse with positive x coordinate and O be the center of the ellipse. If the area of the triangle ORT is 3 by 2, then which or one of the following option is correct? I just drawn a figure for your better concept. This is the ellipse. Semi-major axis and semi-minor axis. And here it is a point PQ. This is a tangent. This is the PQ. Here this is 0, 2. This is origin. This is C0. Okay. And the point is R. R this point. And this tangent T. This is the parametric point C cos theta and 2 sin theta. Okay. So now the area of the triangle, this one, ORT, this one. This is half into base into height. Height means 2 sin theta. This is 3 by 2. Or the mod of sin theta. This is half. That means the T point would be 3 root 3 by 2 minus 1. Also comparing, you would get the Q value. This is 2. That means the S point P2. So the tangent root 3x by 6 minus y by 4. Tangent means the straight line. X by a plus y by b equal to 1. Okay. So the S point P2 lie on it. Simple. Satisfy. That means the root 3p by 6 minus 2 by 4. This is equal to 1. Or you would get the p value 3 roots. P is 3 roots. So p is 3 root 3 and the q is 2. Option A is correct. P 3 root 3, q equal to 2. Next, Section 2. Section 2, 3 marks question. One or more than one option is correct. This is basically the MSQ. Multiple select question, MSQ. One or more than one option may be correct. Let S a plus b root 2, AB belongs to Z, T1 minus 1 plus root 2 to the power n, T2 1 plus root 2 to the power n, then which one of the following statement is or are true? That now check A, B, C, D both options. Checking option A, that the T1 union T2, this is equal to alpha plus beta root 2, where the alpha beta belongs to n. Simple. So the Z union T1 union T2, this is a subset of S. Now check option B. For some very large n, for some very large n, that the T1 lies in 0, 1 by 2024. Now checking option C. For some large n, the T2 is greater than 2024. Now check option D. Cosine of pi a plus b root 2 plus I sine pi of a plus b root 2 belongs to Z only if b equal to 0. So now option B is not correct because here this is null set 5, and option A, C and D, these three would be the correct. Option A, C and the D. Go ahead in the next question. Question number 6. Let R square denote R cross R. Let S ABC such that ABC belongs to R and the x square plus 2bxy plus cy square is greater than 0 for all xy belongs to R square minus 0, 0. Then which one of the following statement is or are true? Here it is given that the x square plus 2bxy plus cy square is greater than 0. That means AC greater than 0 and the b square less than AC. So option A, this belongs to S, is incorrect. Now check option B, that option B, C, B 1 by 12, this is belongs to S. Then it is obvious that mod 2b less than 1. That means the b square less than 1 by 4. This is equal to mod 2b less than 1. Option B is correct. Now check option C. That the ax plus by, this is equal to 1. And the bx plus cy, this is equal to minus 1. So tell that means ac minus b square, this is not equal to 0. So this is basically the discriminant del. So the unique solution. Unique solution, and this C is the correct. Now check the option D. That the a plus 1 into x plus by is 0. And the bx plus c plus 1 into y is equal to 0. These are two linear equations. That the del would become determinant of a plus 1 b c plus 1. Okay. So this will become a plus 1 into c plus 1 minus b square, that is equal to 80 minus b square plus a plus c plus 1. This is greater than 0. Hence, unique solution. Okay. So option B, C and D, these three are the correct. Next question number 7. This is for your homework. Homework number 1. Simple question. Okay. Theoretical question. You will be able to solve it. Next. Question 3. Section 3. Marks 24. 6 question. No negative. Only integer. This is for the NAT. Numerical answer type question. Okay. First one. A equal to 3 root 2. B equal to 1 by 5 to the power 1 by 6 into root 6. Are such that 3x plus 2y equal to log a 18 to the power 5 by 4 and 2x minus y equal to log b root 1084. Then 4x plus 5y equal to what? Simple. A, B are given. So 3x plus 2y equal to log base root 18 to the power 5 by 4. This is equal to 5 by 2. And 2x minus y equal to given minus log base b. B means what? B means 5 to the power 1 by 6 into root 6 into square root of 1080. This is equal to minus 3. Okay. That means the 6x plus 4y equal to 5. Equation number 1. And 2x minus y equal to minus 3. Equation number 2. Subtract 2 minus 1. Simple, you will get the 4x plus 5y equal to 8. 4x plus 5y is equal to 8. 8 would be the correct answers. Next problem. Question number 9. Let fx. The question is long. JEE Advanced question is long, but the answer is short. X to the power 4 plus alpha x cube plus ax cube plus bx square plus c be a polynomial with real coefficients such that f1 is minus 9. Suppose that I root c is a square root of the equation 4x cube plus 3x square plus 2ice bx equal to 0. If the alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4, all the roots of the equation fx equal to 0, then the mod of alpha square plus alpha 2 square plus alpha 3 square plus alpha 4 square is equal to 1. Simple. Given equation 4x square plus 3x plus 2iB 4 into x square plus 3. That implies that solution A is 0 and B is 6. So fx equal to x to the power 4 plus 6x square plus c. F1 x equal to 1. 7 plus c. This is equal to minus 9. Implies c equal to minus 60. That implies that fx equal to x to the power 4 plus 6x square plus c equal to minus 16. And this is equal to the x square plus 8 into x square minus 2 factorial. So solution that minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. सीधा रांची रहो that fx would be plus minus twice root 2i and plus minus root 2. Therefore, mod of alpha 1 square plus mod of alpha 2 square mod of alpha 3 square plus mod of alpha 4 square. So square sum you would get the value of the 20. So 20 would be the correct answers. Okay. And I think you will be able to solve 10 and 11 questions. This is homework 2. Okay. You will be able to solve yourself. Homework, this is quite easy. So I give you for the solution of your own. Next question. Question number 12. 12 and 13 we will solve. Question number 12. Let OP alpha minus 1 by alpha I plus j plus k. OQ is I plus beta minus 1 by beta j plus k. And OR I plus j plus half k. Be three vectors where alpha beta belongs to R minus 0 and O denote the origin. If OP cross OQ dot OR is equal to 0 and the point alpha beta 2 lie on the plane 3x plus 3y minus z plus L equal to 0, then the value of the L is what? Simple. So given that vector OP cross OQ dot OR, this is equal to 0. That means A dot B cross C. Okay. So this is written box ABC. Box ABC. That means this is collinear. So the determinant of the alpha minus 1 by alpha 1 1 1 beta minus 1 by beta 1 and 1 1 half, this is equal to 0. Collinear vector. That means the alpha plus beta would be minus 1. So also it is given, therefore 3 alpha plus 3 beta minus 2 plus L is 0. That means put this value, L would become 5. Okay. So 5 would be the correct answers. Answer would be the 5. The integer value 5. Next question, question number 13. Let x be a random variable and let px equal to x denote the probability that x takes the value x. Suppose that the point x px x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 lie on a fixed straight line in the xy plane, and the px equal to 0 for all x belongs to r minus 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If the mean of x is 5 by 2 and the variance of the x is alpha, then the value of the 24 alpha is what? Using the probability and the statistics, class 11 and 12 mixture question. So let the p of xi is equal to mxi plus c, where the I equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the summation of I 0 to 4, P of xi total is 1. That means 2m plus c is 1 by 5. So the summation I 0 to 4, x px, xi, P of xi. This is given 5 by 2. That means Cm plus c, this is 1/4. That means m equal to 1 by 20 and c equal to 1 by 10. Therefore, alpha equal to summation I 0 to 4 xi square P of xi minus summation I 0 to 4 xi pxi whole square. Put this value. This is equal to 8 minus 25 by 4. This will become 7 by 4 or 24 alpha. You have to find the value of the 24 alpha. 24 into 7 by 4. So this will become 42. 42 would be the correct answers. 42. Okay. The last part, section D. Maximum marks 12. This is matching question. Match. Okay, list question. List type question. LTQ. Quite similar and the simple. We just do here the one problem. Question number 15. Let 14 is for your homework. Simple. You just check all option and match the column. Let the straight line y equal to 2x touch a circle with center 0 alpha. Alpha greater than 0 and the radius r at a point ai. Let b1 be the point on the circle such that the line segment a1 b1 is the diameter of the circle. Let alpha plus r equal to 5 plus root 5. Match is entry in list 1 to the correct entry in the list 2. Okay. Okay. Now, so here the OA1 is what? This is 2 into 0 minus alpha distance by root 5. This is defined as the R. Or alpha is R root 5. And it is given that the alpha plus R is 5 plus root 5. Or R into 1 plus root 5 is equal to root 5 into 1 plus root 5. You would get the value R equal to root 5. Hence, alpha is what? Alpha is 5. Now, the A1, B1 is what? Twice R, means the twice root 5. And the A1 point, that is 2, 4. And the B1 point, minus 2, 6 from elimination. A equal to what? R equal to what? A1 equal to what? B1 equal to what? Alpha equal to alpha equal to 5. This is R equal to root 5. A1 equal to 2, 4. And B1 equal to minus 2, 4. Option C is correct. Okay. Option C is correct. Next. Match type question. Question number 16. Let gamma belongs to R such that the line L1 x plus 11 by 1 equal to y plus 21 by 2 equal to z plus 29 by 3 and L2 is that intersect. Let R1 be the point of the intersection of L1 and L2. Let O 0, 0, 0 and n cap denote a unit normal vector to the plane containing both the line L1 and L2. Match the column 1 and the 2. Here, simple, the x plus 11 by 1 equal to y plus 21 by 2 is equal to z plus 29 by 3 is alpha. X plus 16 by 3, y plus 11 by 2, z plus 4 by 4, that is the beta. So, or alpha minus 11 equal to thrice beta minus 16. That means alpha minus thrice beta, this is minus 5. And the twice alpha minus 21 is twice beta minus 11. That means the alpha minus beta is equal to 5. Solve these two, you would get alpha equal to 10 and the beta equal to 5. So obviously gamma equal to 1. Let the unit vector n cap, this is nothing but in the direction ijk with the component 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is equal to minus 4i plus 8j minus 4k. That means the n cap would become 1 by root 6i minus 2 by root 6j plus 1 by root 6k. Okay. So the R1 point would become minus 1, minus 1, 1. And the OR vector, this will become what? Minus 1 means minus I, minus 1 means minus j, plus 1 means k. And the OR dot n, this would become root 2 by 3. Now check the option. Gamma equal to 1. A possible choice for n. This is the 2 by root 3. OR equal to minus I minus j plus k. And the OR dot n, this will become root 3 by 2. Okay. So this will become the option C is correct. Option C is correct. Next, go ahead. Question number 17 is basically for you. Simple question from the set relation and the function. Okay. Homework. Homework number 3. So let us switch in our lecture from mathematics to physics. Physics paper 1. Only one option is correct. MCQ. First question. A dimensionless quantity is constructed in terms of the electronic charge E, permittivity of free space epsilon naught, Planck constant H, and the speed of light is c. If the dimensionless quantity is written in the form e to the power alpha, epsilon to the power gamma, beta, h to the power gamma, c to the power delta, and the n is a non-zero integer, then the alpha, beta, gamma, delta is equal to what? This is for your, okay, simple question, class 11, unit dimension and error. Try yourself, just 1 or 2 minutes for break. জানি না, আমি তো বলতে হবে। Okay, now just coming. So I think you will be able to solve this question. Simple question, class 11. Unit dimension and error. We already discussed this type of question. Okay. So here it is given that e to the power alpha epsilon naught to the power beta h to the power gamma c to the power delta is equal to k, or e to the power alpha h to the power gamma c to the power delta equal to epsilon naught to the power n. So by the equality dimension T inverse to the power gamma and the C LT minus 1 speed to the power delta, this is equal to epsilon naught to the power n. That means a to the power twice n, t to the power 4n, m to the power minus n, m inverse, l to the power minus thrice n. You would get the value of the alpha twice n and the gamma minus n. So option A would be the correct. Twice n minus n minus n minus n. Now check the option. What? Epsilon naught. So now question number 2. An infinitely long wire located on the z-axis carrying carries a current I along the plus z direction and produces the magnetic field B. The magnitude of the line integral B dot dl along the straight line from the point minus 3a a0 to a0 is given by what? Simple question. This is the diagram. This is 0, x and the y. This is initial point. This is final point. This angle is pi by 4 and that is the pi by 3. Now closed line integral B dot dl equal to 0 to I, okay, B dot dl plus initial to final I to f B dot dl plus final to 0, final to origin f to 0 B dot dl. This is equal to what? And that is equal to epsilon mu naught I by twice pi 7 pi by 12, or closed line integral initial to final B dot dl equal to 7 mu naught I divided by 24. Option A would be the correct. 7 mu naught I by 24. Next question. Question number 3. This is for your homework. Homework 1 in physics. Question number 4. A block of mass m 5 kg moves along the x direction subjected to the force F equal to minus 20x plus 10 Newton divided by 20 with the value of x in meter. At time t equal to 0 second, it is at rest at position x equal to 1 meter. The position and the momentum of the block at t equal to pi by 4 second are what? So, this is x equal to 0. That is x equal to half. This is x equal to 1. This is in x direction. This is at t equal to 0. Now the acceleration A is what? Minus force by mass 10x minus 10 divided by 5. This would become minus 4 into x minus half. So, x equal to what? Half plus half cos twice t meter. So, at x equal to pi by 4 second and x equal to 0.5 meter, the velocity would become minus half into 2. This is 1 meter per second. And the momentum P equal to mv. That means minus 5 kg meter per second. So correct option is C. Correct option is C. That means the position is 0.5 meter. Put this value at x equal to t equal to pi by 4. This should become the t. T equal to pi by 4. In this equation 1, you would get the x 0.5 meter. And the momentum minus 5 kg meter per second. Next question. Section 2. Section 2 is 1 or more than 1 is correct. 1 or more than 1, that means this is the MSQ. Multiple select question. Question number 1. Very important question. A particle of mass m is moving in a circular orbit under the influence of the central force Fr equal to minus kr, corresponding to the potential energy Vr equal to kr square by 2, where k is a positive free constant and r is the radial distance from the origin. According to the Bohr quantization rule, the angular momentum of the particle is given by L equal to nh cross, where h cross is h by twice pi. H is the Planck's constant and the n with the integer positive. If V and E are the speed and the total energy of the particle respectively, then which one of the following expression is or are correct? That is, so first of all, the mv square by r, this is equal to given kr. So V equal to root k by mr. And the L equal to nh cross This is equal to nothing but mvr. So the r square is n square h cross square by m square v square. This is equal to nh cross into nh cross by m square v square. This is nothing but nh cross mvr divided by m square v square, or the r square equal to nh cross r by mv, that is equal to nh cross 1 by mv v square root of m by k. Okay, or r square is equal to what? nh cross square root of 1 by mk. So option A is the correct. Now check the option B. V square is equal to k by m r square. That means k by m nh cross into 1 by square root of mk. This is nothing but nh cross square root of k by m cube. This is also be the true. Option B is also true. Now check the option C. L by m r square equal to v by r, that is root k by m. Also satisfy. But the total energy, now check the option. This is checking the option A, that is checking the option B, that is checking the option C, and last for the D. So last one, for the total energy, this is the potential energy and the kinetic energy, that is equal to kr square by 2 plus kr square by 2. This is equal to kr square. Okay. Now, D is equal to k nh cross square root of 1 by mk. This is nothing but nh cross square root of k by m. Option D is incorrect. So here A, B and C are be the correct. Next, go ahead. Question number 7. 6 for your homework, home tasks. Question number 7. JEE Advanced 2024. A glass beaker has a solid plano-convex base of refractive index 1.60 as shown in the figure. The radius of curvature of the convex surface is 9 meters, while the planar surface acts as a mirror. This beaker is filled with the liquid of refractive index N up to the level QPR. If the image of a point object O at height of h is formed into itself, then which option is or are correct? Now use the lens maker formula, that is the 1 by f. This is equal to n minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This is equal to, or 1 by f equal to 1 minus 6, 1.6 minus 1 into 1 by 9 by r2 is infinity. So f1, this is equal to 9 by 0.6, that the 15 semi. Now for second surface, that is the 1 by F2 is n minus 1, 1 by infinity minus 1 by 9. So F2 will become minus 9 by n minus 1. Now P is what? Twice P1 plus twice P2. So the F equivalent, 1 by F equivalent, this is equal to 2 by 15 minus twice into n minus 1 is divided by 9, or 1 by F equivalent equal to 18 minus twice n minus 1 into 15 divided by 15 into 9. So you would get the F equivalent. This is equal to 15 into 9, 18 minus twice n minus 1 into 15. So you would get the image that is V equal to R. This is twice Fe. This is equal to 2 into 15 into 9 divided by 18 minus twice n minus 1 into 15. Calculate. For n equal to 1.42, you would get the height 50 meter. Option A is correct. And another, for n equal to 1.35, you would get the height 36 semi. So B should be the correct. Here option A and B twice are the correct. F, option A and the B. Next, the NAT, numerical answer type. Integer. First question. The specific heat capacity of a substance is temperature dependent and is given by the formula C equal to KT, where K is a constant of suitable dimensions in SI unit and T is the absolute temperature. If the heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kg of the substance from minus 73 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius is Nk, then you have to find the value of the K. Okay. So now put the value that the dq equal to ms dt. Okay. Integral of dq, this is nothing but the integral m equal to 1. S means the kT, thermal energy dt. That the del q would become k integral 200 to 300 t dt. Okay. So is equal to k by 2 t integral t square by 2 200 300. So you would get k by 2 half k 9 minus 4 into 10 to the power 4. So you would get 25,000 K. This is equal to Nk. That means N equal to what? 25000. 25, N is 25000. This will be the answer. Next. Question 9 is for yours. Homework. This is homework 2. Now for question number 10. A point source S emits unpolarized light uniformly in all directions. At 2 points A and B, the ratio are equal to IA by IB of the intensity of the light is 2. If a set of two polarities having 45-degree angle between the path axis is placed just before the point B, then the new value of R will be what? It has given that the intensity I is proportional to 1 by R square. So, IA by IB, this is nothing but RB by N. RB by N whole square. This is equal to 2. So, the IB dash would be what? By the Malus law. IB by 2 cos 45 degree. Okay. I equal to I dash I naught by 2 cos theta. So, IB dash would become IB by 4. Simple. So, the ratio of IA divided by IB, this will become IA divided by IB by 4. So, this will become 8. Here the option 8 would be the correct. 8 would be the correct. Okay. Next question. Question number 12. 11 for yours. 1 for yours and 1 for me for the solution. Two large identical water tank 1 and 2 kept on the top of a building of height h. Are filled with water up to the height h in each tank. Both the tanks contain an identical hole of small radius on their side, close to their bottom. A pipe of the same internal radius as that of the hole is connected to the tank 2, and the pipe ends at the ground level. When the water flows from the tank 1 and 2 through the holes, the time taken to empty tanks are T1 and T2 respectively. If H is 16 by 9H, then the ratio of T1 divided by T2 is what? So for tank 1, that the minus A dy dt, this is equal to A square root of 2zy, equation number 1. For tank 2, that the minus A dy dt is equal to A square root of twice z. H means the y plus is. This is equation number 2. So from 1, simple, from equation 1, that the minus integral h to 0 dy square root of y is equal to A square root of 2z integral 0 to t1 dt. You would get the value of the t1 is twice A by A square root of A is divided by square root of 2z. And from the equation 2, okay, that the minus integral h to 0 dy by square root of y plus a is equal to A square root of twice z, simple as it is, 0 to t2 dt. you would get the value of the T2 twice a square root of h plus capital H divided by a square root of 2z minus twice a capital H divided by a square root of 2z. Now simple do the ratio T1, therefore T1 by T2, you would get the value C. C would be the correct answers. T1 by T2 would be the C. Next question. Question number 13 is for yours. Section 4. Section 4 is basically the matching question. List 1 and list 2 matching question. Number 1. One mole of a monoatomic ideal gas undergoes the cyclic process J to K to L to M to Z as shown in the figure PT diagram. Match the quantities mentioned in the list 1 with their values in the list 2 and choose the correct option. List 1 and the list 2. You have to check all the options. So now J to K, that means the JK. This is equal to work done del W at JK. This is nothing but P del V. This is nothing but NR del T. This is equal to 1 into R. Del T means thrice T naught minus T naught. You would get twice R T naught. Now for the path LM. Del W LM. Simple 1 into R. T is vary T naught minus CT naught. You would get minus 2R T naught. Now for the KL. This is equal to del W KL. NRT ln P initial by P final. This is nothing but R CT naught ln P naught by twice P naught. This is equal to minus CR T naught ln 2. Now for the path MJ. Del W MJ. NRT ln P initial by P final. Put this value simple. RT naught ln twice P naught by P naught. This will become RT naught ln 2. So the total work done del W is equal to minus twice RT naught ln 2. This is the total work done. Next, for the path del U internal energy, change the internal energy in the path JK, that the NCV del T. Put this value 1 3 by 2 R. T means del T means CT naught minus T naught. CR T naught. Now the change in the heat del Q at the KL part, del W KL plus del U KL. Simple Q equal to W plus U. This is equal to del W KL. Here this is constant, means U is constant, so del U is 0. It will become plus 0. So you would get minus 3 R naught CRT naught ln 2. So last for the del U in MJ, this will become N CB del T. Here T constant should 0. Now check one after another. Work done in the complete cyclic process is what? Minus 2 RT naught, this one, 2 RT naught ln2. Option 4. Change in the internal energy of the gas in the process JK. CRT naught. Heat gain Q. Heat gain to the gas in the process KL. This is minus CRT naught ln2. And the change in the internal energy of the gas in the process MJ. This is obviously 0. 2. Okay. So option B is correct. P4Q3R5S2. Next. Last question. Question number 17. All is for yours. Homework 3. Last question. Paper 1. Question number 17. The circuit shown in the figure contains an inductor L, capacitor C0 and a resistor R0 and an ideal battery. Basically the LRC circuit. A circuit also contains two keys K1 and K2. Initially both the keys are open and there is no charge on the capacitor. At an instant, key K1 is closed and immediately after this current is R0 is found that I1. After a long time, the current attains a steady state value I2. Therefore, K2 is closed and simultaneously K1 is opened and the voltage across C0 oscillates with an amplitude V0 and angular frequency omega naught. Match the quantity mentioned in the list 1 and the 2. Choose the correct option. Simple. So at t equal to 0, I1 is 0. At t equal to infinity, this is P. At t is 0, I1 must be 0. Next for Q. At t is infinity, the current I2 is what? 20 by 5. 4 ampere. R. Omega naught. 1 by root L. This is the resonance frequency. Put this value 1 by square root of L. 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 into C 10 into 10 microfarad minus 6. You would get 1 by 5 into 10 to the power minus 4. That is the 2 into 10 to the power 3. 2 kilorad per second. Okay. Now for the S. That means the half energy stored, half L I2 square is half C V0. Half C V0 square, half C V square. So V0 is equal to square root of L by C into I2. Put this value square root of 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 10 into 10 to the power minus 6. So you would get here 5 into 10 into 4. Okay. So or V0 is what? 200 volt. Now check. The value of I1 in ampere is what? 0. The value of I2 in ampere is what? 4. The value of omega naught in kilorad per second, this is the 2. And the value of V naught in volt, this is 200 volt. Option A is correct. P1, Q3, R2, S5. So our paper 1 is complete. End of the question paper. Paper 1 is complete for physics and mathematics. Now go ahead. The paper 2, JEE Advanced 2024, conducted by IIT Madras. Paper 2. First one is mathematics. Section 1, maximum marks 12. Only one option is correct. MCQ. First question. Considering only the principal values of the inverse trigonometric function, the value of the tan of sine inverse 3 by 5 minus 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 is what? Paper 2, first question, mathematics. Try yourself first. Only the principal. So now that the given equation, the tan of sine inverse c by 5 minus twice cos inverse 2 by root 5, this is equal to tan of tan inverse 3 by 4 minus twice tan inverse half. This is nothing but tan of tan inverse 3 by 4 minus tan inverse 2 into half divided by 1 minus half square. This is equal to tan of tan inverse 3 by 4 minus tan inverse 4 by 3. This is equal to tan of tan inverse minus 7 by 24. So this will become minus 7 by 24. Option B is correct. Minus 7 by 24. Next, go ahead. Question number 2 is for use. Now for question 3. Question 3 says that if K belongs to R, if limit x tends to 0 plus sine of sine kx plus cos x plus x to the power 2 by x is e to the power 6, then the value of the k is what? Let us solve. that is the limit x tends to 0 plus sine of sine kx plus cos x plus x to the power 2 by x is equal to e to the power 6. It is in the form of 1 to the power infinity, that is equal to e to the power 2 limit x tends to 0 plus sine of sine kx plus cos x plus x minus 1 divided by x. This is e to the power 6. This is equal to e to the power 2 limit x tends to 0 plus cosine of sine kx into k cos kx plus sin x plus 1 divided by 1. This is e to the power 6 using the L hospital rule. This is equal to e to the power twice k plus 1. This is equal to e to the power 6, or you would get the value of k equal to 2. Option B is correct. Okay, k equal to 2. K equal to 2, option B is correct. Now check. K equal to 2. Question number 5. MSQ. Section 2. One or more than one is correct. Let S be the set of all alpha beta belongs to R cross R such that limit x tends to infinity sine x square log x to the power alpha sine 1 by x square divided by x to the power alpha beta log e 1 plus x to the power beta is 0. Then which of the following option is or are correct? So now let us solve. Limit x tend to infinity sine x square log x to the power alpha sine 1 by x square divided by x to the power alpha beta log e 1 plus x to the power beta. This is equal to 0. That means the limit x tend to infinity sine of x square log e x to the power alpha sine 1 by x square by 1 by x square divided by x to the power alpha beta plus 2 log e 1 plus x to the power beta. This is equal to 0. That implies limit x tends to infinity, sin x square log e x to the power alpha divided by x to the power alpha beta plus 2 log e 1 plus x to the power beta. This is equal to 0. Or limit x tends to infinity. This is the sin x square. Simple mathematical calculation. Nothing but or nothing else. Log e x to the power alpha. X to the power alpha beta plus 2 common within bracket log ex 1 plus log e 1 plus 1 by x divided by log ex to the power beta. This is equal to 0. Next, simple or the limit x tends to infinity sin x square log x to the power alpha minus beta divided by x to the power alpha beta plus 2. This is equal to 0. That implies that alpha beta plus 2 is greater than 0. That implies the alpha beta is equal to minus 1 1 and 1 minus 1. Minus 1 1 and 1 minus 1. Which option? B and C. B minus 1 1 and C 1 minus 1 belongs to N. Okay, B and C. Minus 1 1 and 1 minus 1. Go ahead. We now solve MSQ 1 question. Okay. Rest for yours. Now section 3 is for the NAT. Numerical answer type, first question. Let f such that R to R be a function such that f of x plus y equal to fx plus fy. For all xy belongs to R, and the z such that R to 0 infinity be a function such that g of x plus y equal to g of x into g of y. For all xy belongs to R. If f of minus 3 by 5 is 12, g of minus 1 by 3 is 2, then the value of the g f of 1 by 4 plus g of minus 2 minus g of 0 is what? So now this is g of minus 2 minus 8. Okay. Now fx is kx and gx is a to the power x. Let so f of minus 3 by 5, this is given 12, and the g of minus 1 by 1 third is minus 2. So let us assume this function fx and gx. Now the minus 3k by 3 is 12 and a to the power 1 third is 2. K is what? Minus 20. And 1 by A, that is the 8. That means the A is 1 by 8. Now, the fx is minus 20x and the zx 1 by 8 to the power x, and the z of 0 equal to 1. So f of 1 by 4 is minus 20 into 1 by 4. Calculate, you would get minus 5. And the z of minus 2, that the 1 by 8 minus to the power minus 2. This is 64. So the f of 1 by 4 plus z of minus 8. Therefore, this is what? Minus 5 plus 64 minus 8. This is the 51. So 51 would be the answers, correct? 51. Next question. See the question number 11. And these are for the homework. Let P 2i plus j plus 3k and q I minus j plus k. If for some real number alpha, beta and gamma, we have the 15i plus 10j plus 6k is alpha into twice p plus q plus beta into p minus 2q plus gamma into p cross q. Then the value of the gamma is what? Simple. First you should get the p cross q value. P cross q, this is nothing but the I, j and the k with the component 2, 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 1. So this will become 4i plus j minus thrice k. So twice p plus q, it will become 5i plus j plus 7k. And the p minus 2i's q, this will become 0i plus 3j plus k. Now, put this value in this equation. This is given. The 15i, 10j, 6k equal to alpha into twice p plus q, twice p plus q plus beta into p minus 2i's q plus gamma into p cross q. Put this value one after another. This is equal to 5 alpha plus 4 gamma equal to 15, and alpha plus thrice beta plus gamma is 10. 7 alpha plus beta minus thrice gamma is equal to 6. Solve, you would get the value of the gamma. This is 2. Value of the gamma, this will become the 2. So gamma is 2. 2 will be the answers. Now section 4, match type question. Numerical value. Here this is not for matching. Paragraph question. Question 2. Paragraph 1 and the paragraph 2. Paragraph question we solve 1. Paragraph type question, and you have to write the numerical value of the answers. Okay. Paragraph 2 first question. Paragraph 1 for his homework. Homework 4. We'll do the paragraph 2 question. First question. Paragraph 2. Question number 16. Let f such that 0 pi by 2 to 0 1 be a function defined by fx equal to sine square x. Let g such that 0 to pi by 2 to 0 infinity be a function defined by gx square root of pi x by 2 minus x square. Then the value of the 2 integral 0 to pi by 2 fx gx dx minus integral 0 to pi by 2 gx dx is equal to what? Okay. So we have two integral. First one is I1 to integral 0 to pi by 2 fx gx dx. This is nothing but twice 0 to pi by 2 sine square x gx dx. This is equal to twice 0 to pi by 2 cos square x gx dx. Twice I1 equal to twice integral 0 to pi by 2 gx dx, or I1 minus integral 0 to pi by 2 gx dx. This is equal to 0. So correct option will be the 0, 0.00. Okay, this will be the answer. Next question, paragraph 2 last question. F such that 0 pi by 2 to 0 to 1 be the function defined by the fx sine square x and the gx root pi x by 2 minus x square. Same question, but the question asked is the different, that the value of the 16 by pi cube integral 0 to pi by 2 fx gx dx is equal to what? Change the pen. So the integral 16 by pi cube integral 0 to pi by 2 fx gx dx. This is nothing but 8 by pi cube 0 to pi by 2 gx dx. This is equal to 8 by pi cube 0 to pi by 2 square root pi by 4 whole square minus pi by 4 minus x whole square dx. So, or you would get the value of the I 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 0.25 would be the correct answers. Next, go ahead in the physics part, paper 2. Question number 2, one for yours. Question number 2. A particle of mass m is under the influence of the gravitational field. Just a minute. A particle of mass m is under the influence of the gravitational field of a body of mass m, greater m. The particle is moving in a circular orbit of radius r0 with the time period t0 around the mass m. Then the particle is subjected to an additional central force corresponding to the potential energy m alpha by r cube. Okay. So where alpha is a positive constant of suitable dimensions and the r is the distance from the center of the orbit. If the particle moves in the same circular orbit of radius r0, in the combined gravitational potential due to m and VCR, but with the new time period t1, then you have to find the t1 square minus t2 square divided by t1 square is what? G is the gravitational constant. And this is from the only one option is correct, MCQ. Paper 2, Physics MCQ. Question number 2. Okay, try yourself. Simple, by the equilibrium, that the mm by the r0 square is equal to what? mv square by r. That means the m omega square r0. So you would get the value of the omega. That's square root of gm by r0 cube. So t0 square is what? 4 pi square r0 cube divided by gm. This is the equation number 1. So F force is what? Minus dvdr. Okay. So F is what? Cm alpha by r to the power 4. Because VCR is what? M alpha by r cube. Differentiate. So the net force F net Gmm by r0 square minus this force 3m alpha by r0 to the power 4. This is equal to what? M omega square r0. This is the net force. Calculate. You would get the value of the omega square. Gm divided by r0 cube minus C alpha by r0 to the power 5. We know omega is what? Twice pi by t1. So 4 pi square divided by t1 square. This is equal to what? Gm by r0 cube minus 3 alpha by r0 to the power 5. Or t1 square would become 4 pi square divided by gm by r0 cube minus thrice alpha by r0 to the power 5. This is the equation number 2. Simple. From equation and the 2. From equation 1 and the 2, we'd get the t1 square minus t0 square divide by T1 square. Simple divide, you would get the 3 alpha divided by Gm R naught square. 3 alpha divided by Gm R naught square. Option A is correct. 3 alpha divided by Gm R naught square. Next. Question number 4. A thin shaped insulated metal wire is bent into a circular loop with its two ends extending tangentially from the same point of the loop. The wire loop has mass m and the radius r, and it is a uniform vertical magnetic field B naught as shown in the figure. Initially, it hangs vertically downward because of acceleration due to gravity G on two conducting supports at P and Q. When a current I is passed through the loop turns about the line PQ by an angle theta is given by what? Simple, just an equilibrium at equilibrium mg sin theta into r. This is equal to mu b naught cos theta. Simple. This is the mg. Okay. And theta these directions. mg. This is. And this is a component. And that is another. Okay. So, this is the mg sin theta. And this reverse is mu b naught. This is the mu b naught cos theta. And this is the same. Mu b naught cos theta and the mg sin theta at equilibrium. So, or mg sin theta into r is equal. This is I by r square, mu I by r square, b naught cos theta as it is, or you would get the value of the tan theta. This is pi r I b naught is divided by mg. Option A is correct. Tan theta is equal to pi r I b naught by mg. Okay. Option A is correct. Next, go ahead. Section 2. This is basically the MSQ. One or more than one option is correct. MSQ. Multiple select question. Just a minute. Question number 5. A small electric dipole P naught having a moment of inertia I about its center is kept at a distance r from the center of the spherical shell of radius r. The surface charge density sigma is uniformly distributed on a spherical shell. The dipole is initially oriented at small angle of theta as shown in the figure, while staying at a distance r, the dipole is free to rotate about the center. If released from the rest, then which of the following statements is or are the correct? So, the sigma surface charge density is Q by A. For spherical shell, this is the 4 pi r square. And the electric field, that the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r square. This is nothing but the sigma r square divided by epsilon naught r square. This is the equation number 1. Now, the torque tau, that is the P naught cross E, P cross E, E be the electric field, P be the polarization, tau be the I alpha, or, and the P naught means the sigma r square divided by epsilon naught r square P naught theta, or theta small, or the alpha, the sigma r square divided by epsilon naught r square P naught theta, or you'd get the value of the omega. This is the sigma r square root of epsilon naught r square. Now check the option. Option A is incorrect because the dipole will undergo small oscillation at any finite value of r. The dipole will undergo small oscillation at finite value. This is for r greater than r. Okay, this is the correct. B. And the angular frequency is what? D is correct. Will undergo a small oscillation with an angular frequency of sigma P naught by 100 epsilon naught r I at r equal to 10 r. Put r equal to 10 r. You would get the omega sigma P naught 100 epsilon naught I. Okay. So option B and D be the correct. Next question. Question number 7. Long question but short answer. A positive singly ionized atom of mass number m is accelerated from the rest of the voltage 192 volt. Thereafter, it enters a rectangular region of which W with a magnetic field V0 is 0.1 k cap Tesla as shown in the figure. The ion finally hits a detector at the distance x below its starting trajectory. Which one of the following options is or are correct? So here it is given that x equal to 2 r. This is the nothing but the twice mv by qb. This is equal to square root of 8 m v by qb square. First v is velocity and second v is the potential. Now x1 minus x0 is equal to 14 into 4 minus 4. This is the 52 cm. So the minimum width W for M this is equal to 196. That means the R is equal to 28 semi. Now match. The value of the chi for each plus ion is 4 semi. Magnetic susceptibility is correct. Option A is correct. The value of chi for an ion with M 144 is 48 semi. This is correct also. For detecting ion with A1 less than equal to AM less than equal to 196, this detector 55 semi is incorrect. Here also the incorrect. Option A and B, 2 are the correct. Okay. Next, the numerical answer type question, NAT. Section C. Question number 10. First two for yours. Homework. Homework C. And first question, question number 10. A charge is kept at the central point P of the cylindrical region. The two edges subtend a half angle theta at P as shown in the figure. When theta is 30 degree, then the electric flux, so the curved surface of the cylinder is phi. If theta is 60 degree, then the electric flux, so the curved surface become phi by square root of n. You have to find the value of the n. Okay. So, phi 1 q by epsilon naught minus q by epsilon naught 1 minus cos 30 degree by 2 into 2. This is equal to q by epsilon naught 1 minus 1 plus root 3 by 2. This is equal to root 3 by 2 q by epsilon. And the phi 2 q by epsilon naught minus q by epsilon naught into 1 minus cos 60 degree by 2 into 2. This is equal to half q by epsilon. So now ratio, therefore phi 2 by phi 1 half divided by root 3 by 2, you would get 1 by root 3. So the phi 2 would become phi 1 by root 3. That means the n is 3. Value of the n would become 3. Okay. Next question. Question number 12. An infinitely long thin wire having a uniform charge density per unit length 5 nanogram per meter is passing through a spherical shell of radius 1 meter as shown in the figure. A 10 nanogram charge is distributed uniformly over the spherical shell. If the configuration of the charge remains static, the magnitude of the potential difference between point P and R in volt is what? Simple. Vp minus Vr of line charge, okay. This is twice k lambda ln R capital R by R P. This is given 126 volt. or Vp minus Vr for sphere. This is equal to Kq 1 by 1 minus 1 by R capital. This is equal to Kq by 2. 45 volt. Therefore, Vp minus Vr, this is nothing but 126 plus 45. This is equal to 171 volt. 171 would be the correct answers. 171. Okay. Now go ahead and the next questions. Or the next part. The paragraph type question, section 4. We solve first question, paragraph 1. Okay. In a young double slit experiment, each of the two slits A and B, as shown in the figure, are oscillating about their fixed center with a mean separation of 0.8 millimeter. The distance between the slit at time t is given by d equal to 0.8 plus 0.04 sin omega t millimeter, where omega is 0.08 rad per second. The distance of the skin from the slit is 1 meter, and the wavelength of the light used to illuminate the slit is 600 Armstrong. The interference pattern of the screen changes with time, while the center bright fringe remains fixed at the point 0. For that case, the 8 bright fringe above the point, this is question number 14, and the first 5 lines in the paragraph. The 8 bright fringe above the point O oscillate with time between two extreme positions. The separation between these two extreme positions in micrometer is what? Okay. So the solution y is 8 into 6000 into 10 to the power minus 10 into 1 divided by 0.8 0.04 sin omega t into 10 to the power minus 3. This is equal to 48 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 0.8 plus 0.04 sin omega t. So, the dy dt, theta mod value, this is plus 48 10 to the power minus 4 0.8 plus 0.04 sin omega t whole square into 0.04 omega cos omega t at t equal to 0, v equal to Vmax. That means the Vmax equal to 48 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 0.04 into 0.08, just numerical value, 0.8 whole square. So this will become 24 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter per second. That is basically 24 micrometer per second. 24 would be the correct answers in micrometer. Okay. Next, same paragraph, but question asked is different. Sorry, this is the paragraph 2. This is micrometer per second. Okay, this is the paragraph 2. 24 is basically this question answers. Speed. The maximum speed in micrometer per second at which the 8 bright fringe will be moved. This is the 24 micrometer per second. Okay. This is the question number 15. Next, in the black pen, that question number 14. The position. Simple. The del y. This is the 8 lambda t divided by 0.8 minus 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 8 lambda t divided by 0.8 plus 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 3. This is equal to 601.5 micrometer. Answer would be 601.50. Okay. This is the question number 14 answers. And last one, the paragraph 2 is for yours. Homework. Homework number 5. Show end of the question paper. End of the question paper of the JEE Advanced 2024 full physics and the mathematics conducted by the IIT Madras. Last but not the least, thank you very much. Stay well and happy.